Juneteenth, a celebration of freedom. Juneteenth is a combination of the words June and 19th, created by those who were formerly enslaved. It is the oldest celebration that commemorates the end of slavery in the United States. More than 2 months after the American Civil War ended on April 9, 1865, Major General Gordon Granger, with 2,000 Union troops, arrived in Galveston, Texas on June 19, 1865, to enforce General Order No. 3. It was on this date that more than 250,000 enslaved black people in Texas were notified that the war ended and that they were free as declared by the Emancipation Proclamation. It is important to note that the Emancipation Proclamation only applied to places under Confederate control and not to slave-holding border states. Although President Lincoln signed the Emancipation Proclamation on September 22, 1862, which went into effect on January 1, 1863, there were not enough Union soldiers to enforce it in Texas as well as other Confederate states. However, when General Lee surrendered in April 1865, the Union forces were able to overcome any resistance. There are several theories why it took 2.5 years for the enslaved to finally be released from bondage, such as a messenger with the news of freedom was slain while traveling to Texas, and enslavers who intentionally withheld the information to maintain slavery on the plantations. Once the Emancipation Proclamation went into effect, Union soldiers, many of whom were black, went to southern cities and plantations to broadcast the news of freedom by reading small copies of the Emancipation Proclamation. As previously mentioned, the Emancipation Proclamation only applied to places under Confederate control and not to slave-holding border states. However, as a result of the proclamation, there were many enslaved black people who self-liberated and escaped to Union territory. Many of those who self-liberated joined the U.S. Army and Navy to fight as United States colored troops until the Civil War ended. Slavery throughout the United States finally ended through the 13th Amendment, which was passed by Congress on January 31, 1865, and ratified on December 6, 1865. Formerly enslaved people experienced challenges after they were freed, such as looking for relatives in neighboring states or traveling north because that represented true freedom to many people. Therefore, they shared memories of that important day and celebrated June 19th by gathering remaining family members, praying, and encouraging each other. For several decades after, formerly enslaved people and their descendants continued to celebrate Juneteenth by traveling to Galveston, Texas. In 1979, Texas became the first state to make Juneteenth an official holiday. In 2021, Juneteenth became a federal holiday. Juneteenth is an important event to remember and celebrate because it commemorates the beginning of liberty and the end of the brutal, demeaning system under which people were forced to do hard labor without compensation and were denied basic human rights. To learn more about Juneteenth, please visit the websites below. Also, a Juneteenth Paper Doll Kit is available at lvkpaperdolls.etsy.com. Thank you.